stuff, Sarge.
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you grunts what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, if the government want to wipe out this particular part of my history, that's fine by me.
Yeah, better it than us.
You ask them real nice next time you see them, Miss Sentry. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go! Stay close, Jenkins. Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know, friendly fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met.
Right, well, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir. Bad feeling about this.
Boy, you've always got a bad feeling about something.
Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
He's got contacts. Lots of them. But they're not Covenant. They're just tearing through us. What's the... Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over! Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But...
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an
Sarge!
order.
Listen!
What is that? Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Yeah! Hold still! Hold still!
Let him have it! Sergeant, we're surrounded. God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapons!
There are too many,
Don't
Sarge!
even think about it.
What is it, Corporal?
Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod. Welcome to part 2 of 343 Guilty Spark, that's a level, of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, so it's part 15 of that. And yeah, those things are called the Flood, and we're going to kind of have to... Well, there's a bunch of waves of them here. Fun fact, that thing that we just looked down, these guys... A bunch of these guys were supposed to be in there, but the way that this room works is that basically it's waves of enemies and you need to kill all the enemies for the next wave to come. Or there's kind of like a little timer where if you don't kill all the enemies, it will actually spawn the next wave. But basically you have like in the game's internal logic, you kill so many enemies, say you have like 3 of these little guys left, it'll put the next wave coming through. And yeah, because it was going to have these guys come from below where that glass bit was, that we can't really, you can't access it, it's unbreakable glass. It kind of glitched the game out, and that's why that was removed. But yeah, these guys will just break down the doors. And I can't remember how many waves of these guys there is, but there's a few. And obviously, if you've never fought the Flood before in Halo, if you're new to the franchise, and you're going through them technically in like plot order, which is obviously Halo Reach first and then this. If you've never fought them before, my recommendation is you want distance. I mean, you won't see that sometimes with me. When you get a shotgun, they're very easy to kill. But you want distance specifically with these types of Flood. And I kind of spoiled it a little bit there, but well, they're here basically now anyway. You get these big guys here, and these guys will just run towards you. I mean, all Flood will run towards you. That's the thing why I'm saying you want distance. They will run to, they have what is called swarm AI. So they will just run towards you in an attempt to overwhelm you with numbers. So you want to be moving as far back away from them as you can, basically. That is my recommendation. And the assault rifle obviously takes a decent amount of hits to actually kill the big guys. That's why I said you kind of want to get a shotgun, if you can. Not always possible, obviously. I mean, there's another one. And you probably think, these guys are easy, they've got no like weapons or anything. And that's true. That's true. For the moment. I mean, that's another spoiler, really, but we are going to discover some of them with weapons. In fact, a lot of them with weapons. I went the wrong way around here. Supposed to go out through here. Now, obviously, we're trying to find our way back to the elevator. There's also those poor, I don't know why I'm calling them poor Covenant, but yeah, those poor Covenant getting, like, overwhelmed there. So yeah, Covenant and Flood will fight each other. And most of the time Flood will overwhelm them, and you're just going to have to deal with that. Deal with the survivors, basically. And, well, specifically in this level anyway, and the next level of the library, they can come from anywhere. That kind of stops happening once we get to, like the level after the library. Because at that point we're kind of just fighting our way. We're kind of fighting our way back through levels we've already played through. 2 Betrayals is assault on the control room again, but in reverse. And then Keys is Truth and Reconciliation again, but kind of in a different way. And then the More is basically Pillar of Autumn, but again, kind of in reverse and with a driving section that we didn't actually have. And I guess that's spoilers for the end of the game, but you know, Halo Combat Evolved came out in 2001. If you don't really know, I know there'll be people playing it for the first time, and my opinion of this game is it does still hold up. I mean, it really is a gold standard of the FPS, specifically console FPSs. I know people say Half-Life. I've never actually played Half-Life. Steam gave it away for free recently at the time of recording. So I do actually have a copy of it on my PC now. I should get... Well, I kind of had a Half-Life 2 on when I had the orange box on 360, but I don't have the orange box anymore. But yeah, I might at some point go onto those games, because they are supposedly quite good, aren't they? But I've just never kind of played them at all. But yeah, we're basically just trying to get out of this facility. And there'll be a section on this level that I'm just going to show you sped up footage of. It's kind of a room that I got stuck in. Not with any enemies, it's just Well, there was enemies in the room, but I killed them all. But I just kind of got confused on where the hell I was supposed to go. I mentioned this in part 1 of this level, and it was just like, yeah, this section is kind of a little bit confusing if you don't like play it a lot. Like I said, this is like the 3rd time I've maybe played Halo Combat Evolved. I'll be honest. It might even just be the 2nd. Also, notice we're going down in the facility, not up. We don't want to be going further down, but we are. Now, this is where we're going to discover Flood that, you know, can actually pick up or use enemies. Use weapons. They can also, you may have noticed them before, reanimate themselves. I think it's, well, I don't know exactly when it happens, how it happens. Some of them just get back up there. I don't know if it's based on like if one of those little spores touches them, or if they just automatically do it. I think, well, actually based on that, it's just when they just randomly do it if you don't kill them enough, I guess. I also went like round a, like, I don't know why I did this. I mean, I picked up an overshield, which is nice, but that's not where I was supposed to be going. Where this flood was that came out of here with the shotgun before, was where I'm supposed to go. Now, a lot of people get confused in this section the first time, because you see that light bridge and you see it's kind of flickering on and off, and they think it's like a little puzzle where you have to, you know, try and jump over it without falling off. That's not what you have to do at all, obviously. That's why I'm fighting these guys down here. Now, thank God they can't actually see you when you're invisible. Well, I mean, they kind of can. They can kind of, I guess, sense something. I don't know if it's because my invisibility is wearing off here. Probably is. It might also just be that my torch is on for some reason, because I forgot that, like, pressing X in this game has the torch. Because that is the slight, well, not annoyance with Halo, but there are slightly different control schemes between each one. And I use Recon because that was the default for Halo, or for what was it? Well, it was for Halo 3, Recon, was the default control scheme, and that's like really the first Halo that I played. And this is what I was on about with me playing through the games before, like when I said this is either the 2nd or 3rd time I've played through it. I can't remember if my original playthrough on the channel was my first time playing this game, or if oh, this is where the 2 enemies were, by the way, that I mentioned in the last one. There's a jackal and a human that kind of were side by side helping each other at that point. Presumably they discovered the flood together. I don't know what exactly happened, but yeah, that's what was there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if this is like the 2nd or 3rd time I've played through this game, because I can't remember if I played through this in Halo 2 before I did the Let's Play, to be honest. See, we come back in the, well, the same room, but we're on the opposite side now, so we had to go around that way to get, like, we had to go around the long way, basically. And now we're in this room, and I can't remember if this is the confusing room or not. This is the slight issue with this area, I guess. A lot of it does look the same. A lot of these, I mean, I guess that's the idea, is to try and disorientate you. But a lot of these areas do look the same, and it is kind of confusing sometimes to work out if you've actually been in this room or not. And it really doesn't help when they've got like dead ends, basically. I mean, there's only really one dead end, I think, but it might even just be that I made a mistake and was on the wrong floor level, basically. But yeah, went through here. No enemies there. You'll notice me checking occasionally. Yeah, we haven't been near because there's enemies in here. And I tried to make that jump and it just didn't work for whatever reason. Don't know why that was, but I tried it. Well, I know that time it didn't work because basically I got below the platform somehow. Don't know how Chief is that small. And you can look at the amount of health that I have there. It's really kind of awkward. And then I finally managed to make the jump. Load of enemies gonna come here. This room seems that... I mean, I kind of was a bit of an idiot here going into this room because I almost got trapped in here, to be honest. Tried to do this entire level without dying. It didn't actually work. But yeah, this is the room that you actually don't want to be in. So you actually don't want to go through that. This is why, well, actually in here, really. This is the room specifically. I sped up this footage because you don't really need to see me walking around the thing repeatedly for killing the enemies, the small amount of enemies that are in here, trying to figure out where the other exit is. I even went into like the original graphics just to see if I wasn't missing something. So I went back in there, back through where I'd already gone, and I was like, let's go back in here, let's look around. Again. Back in first person, have a look at these things, just see that they're not computers, screens basically. Shoot stuff. It's so embarrassing. This is probably literally about like 5 minutes worth of footage I just sped up. Yeah, that's what I meant. No, was that a computer screen that I was supposed to be pressing? I don't know, because I've just sort of like added these. They'll look really cool in Anniversary, but it's just kind of confusing. I even paused it there. Did you notice? It was me literally looking up a YouTube guide trying to figure out where the hell I was supposed to be going. And then finally I left and I went back where we came, killed an enemy there, and then went back through here and then like through the other door, and then we're supposed to climb this. And this is also where there's some jackals and humans side by side. But yeah, I'm glad we kind of sped through that footage, even though it's kind of embarrassing. I wanted to leave it in just to make a note of it, just because, yeah, don't be like me and get confused there. I can't remember if I got confused when I did the original Let's Play. I feel like I did, actually. Now, you're going to jump on here and then find the correct door, because there's 2 doors. And there, I went straight through it. I don't know why, I felt like I tried to go through there and then missed somehow. Maybe that happens at some other jump point later on in this level, I can't remember. This is what I mean about, like, I literally just recorded this footage yesterday, but what doesn't help is finishing the actual game. So all these levels are kind of blurred into one in my mind. Oh no, that's it, I jumped down here, thinking that's where I needed to be. And that's not where you need to be. So we're basically going back into the level where we, like the room where we just were. I don't know why this enemy was in there, because obviously, presumably I'd already killed him. But yeah, we're going kind of back into this room, and I was sure this was the right room, because obviously there's this thing that we're jumping on. That's what I'm on about. So yeah, don't also make that mistake of going the wrong way. Jumping in this game is also so kind of annoying, because I had this problem with Doom as well, especially Doom Eternal. Like, actual platforming in first-person shooters is just terrible. No, I mean, I know that... Also, I love how that enemy's just kind of stuck there. But yeah, like, I know Mirror's Edge existed, but, like, no one really wants a first-person platformer. There's a reason why the genre doesn't really exist, so we don't really want platforming in our first-person shooters. At least, specifically, that's me anyway. I mean, there may be a first-person shooter with great platforming section, but I haven't played it. If there is one, let me know. But yeah, this is where we are supposed to go. And yeah, it's a light bridge that we have to activate to go across here. I mean, that's kind of annoying, because obviously the rest of them, you just kind of have to, either the light bridges don't work, or you have to, like, jump down into that section to, like, kill some enemies. And that's what I thought you had to do there. So to be fair, this is a slight issue with this level, obviously. We have no, like, type of AI to help us. And I'm saying that specifically for a reason. I mean, who do you think 343 Guilty Spark is? But, like, he's another AI. He's a Forerunner AI. We'll see him at the end of the level. But basically, yeah, we don't have Cortana in our helmet to help us, and we don't have, like, here you go, Echo 419 or however, being able to like, guide us or to do anything. It's literally, I mean, I know why they did it, but it's literally just like you basically just figuring it out. I don't even really think there's much like information that actually pops up on the top left of the screen. Sometimes you get information telling you what you need to do. I mean, when I said that this game has, like, it's aged quite well, there were parts of it that haven't aged well. In my opinion, at least compared to later Halo games. And by later Halo games, I'm on about like Halo 3 and Reach. I'm not on about like 4, 5, Infinite. Like, I did actually quite enjoy Infinite. I enjoyed the grapple hook mechanic. But that's not what I'm on about. I mean, the difficulty spike on this hasn't particularly aged great. Like I said, 2 betrayals kind of really annoying. And then basically the health pack mechanic, I don't think has really aged very well. And also AI, based on that, grenade was terrible. But yeah, I mean, it's still a decent game, it's just not obviously top of the line like it originally was. Not amazing. It is actually possible, by the way, to get all these Marines to safety. I obviously didn't here, because they are quite terrible. I mean, literally in the game's files, they are literally called Flood. I can't remember if they're called Flood, like... It's some awful, like... the game doesn't expect you to, like, get them to survive, because literally if you get to the end, all they'll just do is just stand there waiting. Nothing even happens to them. But anyway, yeah, I've been RobtheMod. Thanks for watching part 15 of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary on the Xbox One. I will see you next time for more. Ta-ra.
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark. Someone has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.